Hi beautiful people, how you all doing? Good day to you. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Blessing and you're welcome to my Blessedom TV. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join us here. Thank you so much for doing so. And I want to appreciate everyone who keep coming back, who support this channel. I really appreciate your support. So in this video, I want to talk about Oyedepo, Bishop Oyedepo of the Winners Chapel of Nigeria, sacking his pastors because they failed to meet their financial targets, and yeah, this was trending the whole weekend, and I thought that I will give my own commentary on this incident, and also let us discuss this phenomenon that churches are just kind of running like businesses, and just taking and not giving back. But before I talk too much, I would like you to listen to the pastor that broke the news, that made it become public, because it's obviously not usually brought to the open, because there are so many other pastors who were affected, and in all the states of Nigeria. This pastor is from Ekiti State. There are also those who later wrote that they are from Lagos or from Benue State. I think the one of Benue said they were 90, the one of Lagos, they are 30 something. So they are retrenching pastors from all over the country for not meeting up to their target, and this pastor has to be commended because he broke the news, he brought it to the internet, and yeah, he gave an interview revealing what has been going on. So
thank you so much, sir. My name is Pastor Peter Godwin, pastor in Living Faith Church, Winners Chapel International, Abete, Ikere Ekiti.
Thank you. You told us you were sacked for no reason, and that you want to reach the leadership and the entire Christian body to know what has happened. What really happened, Pastor Godwin?
Actually, by the special grace of God, our Father in the Lord, the Apostle over this commission, Living Faith Church, received a mandate from the Lord to plant 10,000 churches in Nigeria, and by the special grace of God, I'm privileged to be one of the pastors that was employed on the 28th of August, year 2020. That was last year. So after that, I engaged in kingdom advancement endeavor. I've been going about doing my duty to the Lord Almighty, trying my possible best to make sure I win souls to Christ. And unfortunately, on the 1st of June, and here is my deployment letter. This is my deployment letter. You can see that, you can view it. This is my deployment letter, which carries my name and my station. So on the 1st of July I received a call from the state church that the state pastor wants to see me. So I thought I am the only one, so I was surprised. I went, and when I went, I saw some pastors, over 40 pastors seated. So I joined them. Few minutes later, we were issued a letter, and here is the letter. Here is the letter. So I tried to open the content of the letter to see what was there. I saw that it's a letter of release, and it says, consequent upon the recent performance review, which revealed that your church growth index fall below expectations, please be informed that your service as a pastor in charge are no longer required from this commission with immediate effect. You are to vacate the official accommodation and hand over all properties of the ministry in your custody, including the staff ID card, and to the area pastor before departure. So hand over all properties of the ministry in your custody, including the staff ID card, and to the area pastor before departure. So I called the management the following day to know what has really happened. Since I do not engage in any dubious act or any evil act. So, and what I was told from the management was that, you see, Pastor, it is well, this commission doesn't operate at a loss. So I was so surprised. So when I heard that, and they also told me the total income that is generated from my station should be able to cater for my welfare and my accommodation. So as a result of low income, I am hereby dismissed.
You also told us you were not given exit package, and that in your letter, they said, may you find grace for the new beginning. What does that mean, sir?
Yes, sir. When I received the exit form, I filled everything needed to be filled, and everything was intact. I gave the letter to them. Nothing like exit package, nothing was given to us. We just have to just go like that.
All right, Pastor Godwin, you also told us that you were asked to vacate your accommodation.
Yes, I was told in the letter I am to vacate it with immediate effect and hand over everything to the area pastor. Possibly that is what they said. And you see, I have to just try to run around to see anywhere I can just get accommodation. So it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. And I want the management or anybody that can lay hand on this to make sure they forward this to the management, for the management to know what is happening. And if it is the management that planned this, they should better still review all this and try to make sure things get better, because it is bringing shame to the body of Christ.
So as you can hear from him, he was just released with immediate effect. Who does this? Who does this? Even if you are working for a company and you have to be released for any reason, at least there will be a severance package, something to comfort the person, to ease their adjustment to another life. How can you send people off to other states, leaving their base, going to start up a new branch for your church, and just because they are not meeting targets, you just terminate their appointment like that with immediate effect? Like, I feel like the labor laws of Nigeria should even apply before any other thing. Is there any labor law in Nigeria? They should take the management of this church on that, because you don't have the right to just sack somebody with immediate effect. It's not done anywhere. This is lack of compassion. So back to the fact that churches are running as a business. In the past, we had all these Orthodox churches, and they just kind of were domiciled in different locations. Like in my village, for example, we have Anglican church, we have Catholic church. You don't expect the church to be larger than the number of the people in the village. So it's the people in the village that make up the church, and every village have obviously their own branch, and it depends. Sometimes two villages will be sharing one parish, something like that, and it is only people from this church that will be, from this locality, that's supposed to be coming to this church. But what Pentecostalism has done, or this new brand of Christianity that is being run as a business, is that they are opening branches everywhere. Like the pastor said, 10,000 church branches. It means 10,000 more possibility to make money, to ask people to donate money, to sow a seed, all kinds of things to generate money and remit to the center. Is like the way banks send out marketers, and the marketers has to go and look for customers who will come and deposit money in the bank, and they have a target usually to meet, and so they are looking for depositor to deposit that money in that bank to meet their target. So this is what the church is doing. So the church is sending these young people out to every corner, opening branches everywhere, and wanting them to make profit enough to pay their bills there, cater for their welfare there, and still meet up the target to send to them, at the center there in Lagos, and so that they will only be running on profit. So you see a situation whereby they are just interested in taking and taking and taking and taking and never giving back. This is why you see them, that they are so rich, they are running on private jet, having all this affluence, because you just sucking and sucking and sucking, and it's unbelievable that they are never saturated with all what they're taking. So what is the essence of opening 10,000s of branches when there are also other denominations who are also opening other branches? And we know what happened in the last year, going to 2 years now. Corona was there. A lot of churches were closed during the lockdown, and people literally stopped going to church because of a lot of restrictions, and then hardship, and businesses were not doing well. A lot of workers have been retrenched. Like, you have to also factor in the economic reality of many people. Many people may even want to give an attention, but they don't even have the means. So why are you not factoring it? Plus, people are also coming to the understanding that, man, these things are scam, that especially the healing scams that they are pulling, in a pandemic where you claim that you are doing healing, and you are obviously not able to be healing the healing again, so a lot of people are also understanding that some of these things that they are doing is not just for the soul, it's just for their own personal profit. So people are being restrained from their own financial difficulties, and also from coming to more understanding and more knowledge, you understand. And again, there are so many online pastors who are preaching that you can actually listen to services from the comfort of your home, so you don't really need to go somewhere and actively be present there and actively be making donations, you see. So this is what we are seeing today, that pastors are running their franchise, it's just their franchise. They are running it without any control. There's just too much freedom in Nigeria, and people just exploit the poor and the gullible, especially people who are having difficulties, jobless people, people who, single women who wants to be married, those are their target all the time. And families that have children that have difficulties, just exploit them, take, and never give back. I don't know why this insatiable greed. Okay, how can you be sacking people because they did not meet the target, and you don't even give them grace? Give them some time. Give them, say, maybe in the next 3 months, because of course you can say, he hire them, he can sack them. But yeah, okay, why don't you give them some grace and say, within 3 months, like most things, you have to give some time and say 1 month, 3 months. Most times they say 3 months, So in that 3 months, the person will have the time to, gather themselves, put things together before they leave, And this is what brings disloyalty. This is what causes that when you send some pastors to start a branch, they will just go and remove the signboard from outside, like instead of having Winner Chapel, they will put Adoration One, one, they just change the name and say maybe Blessedom Ministry of God. That would be sweet anyway. So what am I saying? It's unfortunate that they are using the church, in this way, and making a lot of people lose hope, and not actually giving the support that people need, actually, because people need religion. People need it. Like, this is something that people need, and this is something that gives people hope, and now you are making people see something like there's no hope anywhere, just hopeless. And it's a very sad place, honestly. It's a very sad place, because why do they claim that they can heal, for example? Because they don't want to give to the society, because they don't want to open healthcare centers that will be taking care of people, even if it's just emergency internal medicine, just to find out what the problem is and send the person to the hospital. So we have a situation whereby people cannot access medical care because they don't have money. And the people that actually could have done that are busy claiming that they can heal, they can bring back the dead to life, and they know that this is not true. You see, and they are taking advantage of the people. But for example, here in this Germany, you have a Catholic hospital that have branches all across, big hospitals. You have evangelical hospitals, you have Baptist hospitals, like all the major congregation, they have like these social services that they render to people. Catholic have Caritas, and like the help they render, you don't even have to be a believer, you just that you are a human. And the evangelical, they have the diacony. They are into service to humanity, and this is what we are lacking. But instead of them to bring some service to the humanity in their environment, they will just want to take and take and take. And once you cannot bring any more, you just sack them without any severance package. For example, if For example, they are starting out and things are not growing. For example, you can see the situation of the times we are living in, that things have changed. Okay, instead of sacking them, why not transfer them maybe to a bigger church where they will be assistant pastor there? You understand? So instead of having a branch, maybe close some branches that are not, bringing in you, that is costing money, because it was done here during this corona crisis, that churches were not allowed to hold up to maybe 10 people or something. So a lot of churches merged, a lot of churches, a lot of congregation, like even my congregation, they merged, because sitting here and you have to pay the utility for that place is understandable. You have to it costs money to run those things, I understand. So what it could have done is to merge the branches and put one, and let them be like, working as assistant pastor to this parish and something like that. Why disengage them? Why say, okay, just leave, you are not bringing profit, we are just really, we don't, because the people to themselves, they are humans, they are trying. This is a difficult time. This is, times are changing. People are coming into more understanding. People are having difficulties in their own lives. So why do you want to just add these people that used to be your own flock, your own people who have invested their life in your ministry, who have brought a lot of profit? Just when they are not bringing profit, you just throw them away like garbage. Who does this? This is unfair. This is unchristian. This is not good. This is really bad. And this is setting a bad precedent to people who are coming from behind that. Don't be loyal, because when you are loyal, when they don't need you anymore, they are going to throw you out. So, Bishop Oyedepo, you have eaten enough money. If those people are not generating for, then what you can do, maybe in Ekiti State, instead of having 31 branches in Ekiti, maybe you have 3 branches, maybe you have 10 branches, at least to start with, and take 3 of each pastor will work, 3 pastors will work in one parish, so that they can synerge on their abilities, and still have a means of livelihood, still have that employment. You don't throw people onto the street like garbage. It is not done. It is unchristian. What do you want to become of them? What do you want to become of their faith? It is very, very, very unfair. It's very unfair. So I really hope that the federal government will look into this wanton taking in of all this wealth by all these people that refuse to give back to the society. Is it not that they even collect money from people and build mega schools, high quality schools that their members cannot really afford, and they are not taking in their members, So they may give one scholarship or the other, but it's not holistic, it's not enough. So what I'm saying is the federal government should regulate these people, since they are running a business and it's so obvious they are following the model of banks. I really hope that President Buhari will intervene and make them to be fiscally responsible and protect the poor and the gullible from the people who want to exploit them and get everything for themselves. I really hope it's time, because nowhere else can they do that kind of thing, other than in a place where the government is not taking care. Nowhere else can you just sack somebody without any severance package, any exit package, and then it will just be okay. No, it is not done. I really hope that there will be justice for all of them that are severe, that they are given something to start up, and that the federal government will really look into this model of churches opening branches and to get more gullible people to pay. Where do you want the people to come from? When every church is opening their own branches, every street you will see 10 churches in one street, where everybody is already going to church. Do you want them to put a gun in somebody's head and say, come to this church, by all means, come and pay by all means? Like what do you want people to do actually? In conclusion, I really hope that the federal government will really help to protect their own people. And I really hope that the people themselves will see and come to the understanding that these people are just doing their business. So you be careful, the kind of hope you place on them, the kind of money you are giving to them in the hope that God is going to bless you, Instead of you to give them all your money, be put in your own money so that you can use it to solve your own problem. You see, because since it's obvious they want to take and take and take, I don't know what else to say, you know. So my people, thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you get my point from where I'm coming from, and I'd like to know what you are thinking. You can put your comments in the comment section. Let's have this conversation. Let's be civil as we exchange our ideas. And yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, very important, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye for now.